Good afternoon, YouTube world. Steve Billionaire, aka DuRag Steve. Okay, putting on the DuRag Steve today for this video. This video, like I said in the video when I was talking about the DuRags and giving y'all the character of DuRag Steve. So DuRag Steve, like I said, is outside. So I be having these thoughts or experiences, and I would just say it like that. So let's get right to it, because I am very interested, and I definitely want all the ladies, the women, to chime in on this. I've been noticing my analytics, and yeah, the women are pretty low. Do the women not watch YouTube? I know they do. They probably tend to watch females doing vlogs and doing different the different YouTubers that are out here. But come on, ladies, where the ladies at? Where the ladies at? We need the ladies in on this one. So, okay, I like to break down history sometimes, and again, if I need to be corrected, I'm all open. I don't mind being corrected, because I'm one to always, I love history, I love to get knowledge, and I love to have, like I said, critical thinking, and just have discussions. So I love this platform because it's YouTube and it's all over the world. So I want people from outside the country that speak English, of course, please, to chime in. So today's subject, and this happened to me last night. I was out, celebrating the video. By the way, check out my video, You Want to Leave Me? Please check it out. I think y'all going to enjoy it. So I was out celebrating because I finally dropped a video in my art as a solo artist. So that means a lot to me. And once again, thank you for everybody that has tuned in. So this video is going to be about, I had a discussion with a couple of ladies I met last night at a bar, and one of them said they had a sugar daddy. Okay, so if you're not familiar with a sugar daddy, and I'm pretty sure most of you are, so I would pretty much guess the name sugar daddy. When I was a kid, there was a candy called Sugar Daddy. I love caramel. I love caramel drinks. I love the Starbucks one. I so enjoy. So I love that candy. But the only thing I didn't like about it, if you go back in my time, and I think they still may have the candy Sugar Daddy out, it was gooey and it stuck to your teeth. So that was the only issue. So I didn't really eat too many Sugar Daddy candies. So I believe that's where the name Sugar Daddy came from. It was from that candy. So the definition of a sugar daddy, from what I've been told, and I've had this said to me from more women that have sugar daddies, is someone that's older. So I'm older, and damn, I at times be wondering, am I becoming, or am I in the time or age of being a sugar daddy? Oh, wow. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna get back to that. So going back to the conversation, this woman basically says she has a sugar daddy. So I asked her, like, all right, so sugar daddy meaning like he takes care of you financially? And she's like, yes. Like, I have the Mercedes-Benz truck, which I saw a little later, and it's very, very nice. So I said, wait a minute, he bought you this? Yes, because that's my sugar daddy. So he takes care of you financially. Yeah, in I guess, I don't know if it's a relationship. I guess some sugar daddies you're in a relationship with, and then there's some that, yeah, he takes care of you, you take care of him. We don't have to go into the details of that. I'm trying to be, very, anyway, so yes, we don't have to go into the details of that, but basically, she takes care of his needs, and she's cool with it. But it's kind of like, and I would say this, when you have a sugar daddy, it doesn't seem like the woman is really into them to have a relationship or be with them one-on-one or be married. I know that are those that even are in marriages and they call someone a sugar daddy. It kind of is disrespectful to me in a sense, because it's like you're saying like you're only with him because he takes care of you financially. Basically, that's really what you're saying. So I found that very interesting, because I'm like, so you basically with this person because they take care of you financially. There's some women that have sugar daddies, believe it or not, and they take care of them financially, and they don't have to be intimate with them. Those type, wow, yeah, they G's. They G's for that. Like, you don't have to get intimate with them or her. You know, we're in a time that, you know, anything goes, no matter what sex you are. I'm just keeping it 100. But I'm only speaking from my point of view and being specific. So I was talking to this girl. So I said, wow, so you take care of him. And within that, and I'm gonna be open with this, she was getting at me and talking to me. And so I was like, okay, you know, you have this dude, so obviously you're not one-on-one with him. You still out here, but you're flirting with me. Okay, I got you. So basically you're telling me he just takes care of you. You may be intimate with him, but you still, I guess, open relationship, or you just, you know, you open to see other people. Ha. Okay. So we have a term, I guess I would say it, and I'll use sort of like they say the sugar daddy candy, lollipops, or there's another name for them called suckers. So yeah, it comes off like that person could be a sucker. And that's how I would look at it too, you know, taken advantage of. So I have a little history with that too, where I grew up at. Basically, I've seen women take advantage of guys in that way and use them for their money and status. And back where I grew up and where I was at, we also call it gold diggers. And where I grew up at, it was a lot of drug dealers. So those were the dudes that had money. So basically, if you talk to a, you know, girl that she's pretty, you know, attractive and good looking, they would not give you the time of day. If you weren't driving a BM or a Benz, or you didn't have the flyest car, or you didn't have the flyest clothes, or you didn't have a wad of cash in your pocket, you get what I'm saying, so on and so forth. So those we would call gold diggers. So gold diggers, sugar daddy, you get it? Gold diggers, sugar daddy. And there you have it. So I just want your opinion, ladies. Like, would you want a sugar daddy? Would you want a man to take care of you financially? So now in the relationships, because we've heard all these different experts and people, 50-50, the man, the woman, 60-40, 80-30, whoever has the more finances, all of that good stuff, right? So when you hear of those things, you know, you just be like, wow, okay, you just want someone to take care of you. And I get that. If that's what you want, that's what you look for. But when it comes to having someone take care of you, there's a lot that you have to deal with in order to I'm sorry, I was distracted a little bit. I had to move. In order to, let me back up a little bit. In order to, I lost my train of thought. But anyway, there's a lot that you may have to do in order to have someone in that sugar daddy status. So even with me and some women I've dated, I've gone with, I've had sort of like experiences that show that I felt like I was being taken advantage of, or I felt like a sugar daddy. And even at this age now, it's crazy because in my mind, you know, I'm still, you know, I'm still cool. I still look younger than for my age. But it's like, wow, I'm a potential sugar daddy, especially, if they see my assets and what I have or whatever. And it's a fine line with that, because it's like, do you like me for me, or you like me for what I have? So now that's something I have to observe and always look at, like, man, yes, Steve, you can be a sugar daddy. And maybe you have to be okay with that, I guess. So it's just wild to me. And then, going on the other side of pimps and having women and, pimps, pimping women, that's a whole nother subject. But it feels like the women, when they say they have a sugar daddy, is pimping that man, right? Am I wrong for saying that? Yes. And then the exchange is depending the intimacy, because the sugar daddy, and I'll just talk about him, there are sugar daddies that just have it and have the finances, and they cool. They like, you know what? I'll take you to dinner. I'll spend some money. I'll take you shopping. I'll even take you on trips, and, I'll buy your cars or do whatever. As long as I get what I want, I'm cool. And they're fine with that. And if they have it like that, it's cool. But again, and I would just say this for the ladies that are looking for sugar daddies, don't fall in love, because that can go either way too. Because if he can get you, and depending on how old you are and where you at, he can get someone younger. So it's like it's like going out to the dealership and getting a new car. You get the new car, you love it, it's fresh, it's deaf, it's all of that. And then you ride it, and then you drive it, and then you in it for a long time. You're like, all right, cool. Yeah, the car, I'm comfortable, I'm used to it. Yeah, I don't like it as much as I used to. I did everything that I want in it. It was cool. Now it's time to upgrade. Now it's time to trade it in. You get what I'm saying? I'm using these analogies, but my point is, yes, you could be traded in for a better model and a newer version. And on top of that, all the different amenities and accessories that come with it. And we won't get into that, because that can be a little TMI. But yeah, that's another thing y'all have to think about. So I want the ladies, please, if y'all see this video, to give me your comments, because there's in a rare comments, and men too. I want y'all to comment, because I'm sure y'all relate and y'all completely understand what I'm saying. And if there are any sugar daddies out there, man, I definitely want y'all to comment, because maybe there are things that I don't know. I'm only talking from experience and knowing people that have been sugar daddies, and some of the guys, they're cool with it. They like, man, shoot, it is what it is. And this is what they tell me. All right, so when you go out on a date, don't you pay for the dinner, don't you pay for the meal? Don't you pay for taking them to the movies, and then so on and so forth? So you're investing in the beginning to eventually get to, I guess, the intimacy. That's basically what you're doing. So it's like, yeah, that's true. You got a good point. I can't even lie. So all we're doing is already set up front, basically, and it's understood. So the women actually tell you that, yeah, I just, as long as you take care of me financially, I'll take care of you. Now that's one version. I'm sure there's other versions that's, I would say, covert. And when you think about it, whenever you beat someone, 75-25, 60-40, 70-30, not everybody's going to be truthful with everything. And I'm even starting to learn that myself. I can't, because I'm a very upfront, truthful person. And now that I've gotten older, I realize I cannot. And I'm just giving y'all a little insight of myself. I now realize I can't really be that upfront or keeping it real, keeping it 100, and telling everybody everything. You know why? Because unfortunately, people will use that, or women or men or however, whatever you're like, will eventually use that against you. And that's sad, because the person that you see as a potential, you would think like, okay, this is a person I can trust. Hopefully we'll be in a relationship. They'll become a confidant, And now, you know, I can open up. Yeah. Can't do it. But anyway, that's another video that I will talk about in a future video. But back to the sugar daddy. So I just want to know, please comment. Please let me know. I hope y'all watch this entire video, but I just want to know, sugar daddy. Do the sugar daddies feel like they are suckers, or they being taken advantage of, or they're cool with it and they don't mind because they like, hey, you're going to invest. It's just a matter of how much you invest and if you feel okay with the investment. And then believe it or not, there's some women out there that are sugar mamas that take care of their men. I would love to hear from them, because the man that has that going on, oh, you a pimp for real. I shouldn't say that, but I'm just saying that if you have that going on, then wow, your game is pretty tight, I must say. But anyway, I'd just like to hear your comments and your views. DuRag Steve, like I said, this is just a thought, and this actually happened to me last night. And you know, and it wasn't the first time I was in a conversation with someone and I've heard that they've called someone a sugar daddy. So let me know your comments. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for viewing. Please view my other videos. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I see my analytics, and a lot of people do watch, but they don't hit the subscribe button. Please hit the subscribe button. It's nothing to do. I'm really trying to get in this program, y'all. DuRag Steve is trying to get in there. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm talking about? Anyway, man, just let me know your comments. Thank you all for watching. Peace out. Have a great day.